Hi, Grand Rising, my all color rainbow heart fairies, kings, and queens. This is Nubian Queen Tarot, and also that's my YouTube channel, and also my TikTok channel is Top Notch Goddess 40. And you see, I'm outside in this amazing atmosphere, working with Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, and the higher gods. I got some channel messages. I got a channel message for Sasha. You were involved with someone that was using you very tremendously and sideswiped you, bamboozled you, you know, and that's confirmation. But yes, you were sideswiped. I got the channel song "Dance with Somebody," and "Who Loves Me" by Whitney Houston. You definitely need to stop allowing yourself to be involved with people that are, not, good to you, or, good by you, because sensing that you were involved with someone that, because I also channeled the song 4 a.m. by Fiona Apple, so that means it's 4 a.m. and my lover's still not answering. He out there doing God knows what, but that lets me know your lover, so that means that that person that you involved with is not, fully yours. They are committed to someone else, and your ancestors want you to know that they do have someone that is for you, because this person, they get around. I get around, but I get around. That's that song by Underground, Digital Underground, and also Tupac Shakur. I get around, and this person definitely get around. You're not the only one that he is messing with, but you do not need to be involved with anyone that is committed to someone else, because that's committing adultery, and you don't want to get bad karma for that, because you don't want to, go in this thinking that this man is going to, leave his wife for you. That's not the case. That's not what he's trying to do. He's trying to have his cake and eat it too. He's definitely is playing a dangerous game with your heart and also that girl's heart. And I'm not, in your energy field, ciphering your energy or tampering with your energy. Your ancestors spoke to me a couple weeks ago to let me know that you needed these messages to be clear and honest, and this can resonate for anyone that is dealing with someone that has a relationship with someone, or someone that is married. Get out of that relationship, because that's not a full relationship. That is you're not seeing your worth. You're not paying attention to the signs that your ancestors has been giving you with committing adultery, because it can happen to you. You end up finding someone special, you fall in love, and then they can do the same thing that you causing conflict in someone else's marriage or someone else's relationship. It can cause a ripple effect with you, with your bad karma, and you don't want to go down that road. And you do have this criteria with you that you are a lover, you like to love, but you have a tendency to love the wrong people. You have the tendency to involve yourself with people that is already taken, or already in a relationship, and yes, they probably having marital problems or relationship problems, but don't be the cause of that relationship falling. Allow yourself to be attracted to someone that is single and fully for you, meaning single that is committed to being faithful to only you, seeing only you, being in a relationship with only you. You don't want to get involved with someone that's already taken, because that can mess up your happiness. And really pay attention to those songs, and pay attention to "I Want to Dance with Somebody" by Whitney Houston. You know, you do want to dance with somebody, you want to be with somebody special, you do want to have a committed relationship, you do want to have a faithful relationship, but you already starting it off kind of wrong by being involved with a married man. I'm not, you know, knocking, judging you, but you are being judged because of the infidelity. And yes, you got bamboozled, but you also, you know, had the hunch and the discernment to know that he was out there not being faithful to you, because he wasn't even being faithful to his wife. And I'm not in his energy at all either, but this is specifically a message for you, Sasha, because you definitely, as the type of person that will, you know, throw stuff under the rug. It's like you push things under the rug, and you shouldn't be pushing nothing under the rug. Not your feelings, not a relationship. You shouldn't be, you know, with someone that ain't fully committed to you. Okay, so they want you to pay attention, and they want you to, your ancestors definitely want you to listen, read the scripture Psalms 59. They definitely has been coming at me heavy with that Psalms 59. They want you to really pay attention to, you know, people, you know, pay attention to the signs that's being shown to you, whether you walking down the street and you ask the mental question and you hear something, that's your answer. That's the answer that you need to be paying attention to, or whatever. The question that you ask, that's the answer that they're giving you. It's either a yes or no answer, or whatever. You have to pay attention. Not everybody are faithful, but you have to go within and start praying to the higher gods and your ancestors, mother, father, son. You have to go within and pray to them and ask them, okay, is this person single? Is this person, you know, and you have to ask the right questions, because you're not asking the right questions to these guys that you coming in contact with, and your ancestors don't want you to be bamboozled. Okay, they definitely don't want you to be bamboozled. Okay, so you definitely need to pay attention to people that are manipulating you out of your poise, your essence, or manipulating you out of being attracted to the king that you want. You want that king, you want, you know, a faithful husband, a faithful companion. Then you have to show your worth. You have to do your worth right, in an upright position. Pray to the higher gods and ask them to send you somebody that's going to be compatible with you, somebody that's going to lift you up, somebody that's going to move you, somebody that's going to motivate you, somebody that's not going to treat you like you a side piece. Because while I'm seeing this, I'm also seeing side pieces. Like, I'm literally seeing dishes of potatoes, mashed potatoes, potato salad, macaroni salad. It's like you using yourself as a side piece when you should be the whole entree. You should be the appetizer, the entree, the soup, the salad, the dessert. You should be all of that for one man. And if you're not ready to, you know, be committed, then don't commit yourself to someone else's person, because then that's going to get you in a lot of karma, of a ripple effect of what goes around comes around. So when you find that special someone, then it's gonna be another female that come in the mix that's gonna mess up your happiness. So if you don't want to mess up your happiness by choosing that option, then stay single. Ask the right questions to these guys, because guys have a tendency to lie. And you know, some guys, they'll take off their wedding ring, and you know, they'll see if they still got it, or see if they still, you know, got the juice, to see if they could pull a female, and then they getting, you know, they start feeling themselves in a negative way. And you know, you don't let temptation, you know, corrupt your household, your bond that you said I do to. You know, that's why I say, do not, you know, say I do if you're not committed to that person, if you don't want to go the long haul of being faithful and being honest. Because, prime example, I was in a relationship, a marriage, and he was doing infidelity, and he got caught, and it messed up a whole lot of good things. But you know, you have to learn from your mistakes, because I was the female that was faithful. I was the female that was, doing right by him, uplifting him, building him up, all of that good stuff. And he was sideswiping me with other females. He was, taking off his wedding ring and leaving it in the shower and stuff like that, and saying, oh, I forgot to put, you should be able to take a shower with your ring on. I paid for it to stay on. When we said I do to be committed. And that goes with a relationship too. When you're in a committed relationship, you cannot allow yourself to be, tempted, or temptation. Temptation is not your friend. And I wrote a song about that, a while ago, a freestyle that I do on my TikTok channel. You don't want to be tempted by temptation. Temptation is not your friend. Temptation is not going to, help you. It's going to end up, you're going to lose a lot of things. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose family members. You're going to lose relationships. You're going to lose partnerships. You're going to lose out on, business opportunities, because you put in the atmosphere that you don't know your worth, when you should know your worth. You should always know your, worth, and don't settle for, someone that is not committed to you and not for you. So this is the channel message that your ancestors wanted you to know. And I'm gonna see in your soul journey messages why you definitely had the feeling, because when I cut the deck, also trust was negative. So that means that you already had the discernment that this person wasn't being trustworthy or being honest with you. So it's time for you to forgive yourself, and don't blame yourself for being bamboozled. Men got a tendency to smooth, as I'm hearing also the song Smooth Operator. So he was definitely in decisions about, certain things that he was doing behind closed doors. And it's like you're seeking forgiveness for the betrayal that you did for yourself, and also what you did to that woman, because that woman probably know that he's out there messing around, but she probably is in it to win it. Like she probably is doing her thing too, but she feel like if he could do it, I could do it too. And I'm not in her energy field or nothing like that is either, but I have to give you the full-blown truth. I'm not a sugarcoater. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Your ancestors want you to forgive yourself and stop being in the decisions about the decisions that you made. Accept that you were bamboozled by that person. Forgive yourself. Acknowledge it. Pay attention to your surroundings. So that means your crown chakra is off. So you definitely need to pay attention to that. You definitely need to pay attention to, not doubting yourself. Okay, stop doubting yourself. All right, about your happiness. And is you gonna find someone? You definitely are gonna find someone, because you feel like you're not happy in this relationship, because you feel like this person is not being trustworthy. He's not being honest with you, and you wondering if he got another person. Yes, he does. He's actually in a marriage that he is completely destroying it by out there messing around with you and messing around with other people. And it's crazy how you want this love, but you're not, you have to swallow your pride. You got to be successful with accepting things that is no longer serving you, whether this is this person that is doing the illegal thing of, and when I mean by illegal thing, what I mean by illegal, pretty much he's committing adultery. That's one of the commandments. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not sleep with your neighbor's wife. Stuff like that. You have to pay attention to your surroundings and people, because a lot of people, these is the last days of wickedness being shooting out the woolwork. So you have to be careful about how people's intentions are, because not everybody got good intentions for you. And obviously he didn't have good intentions for you either, because he didn't tell you that he was with another person. He didn't even tell you that he was married. But I think you had a sense of idea, because why why your ancestors asked my ancestors to give you these messages, They pretty much saying you saw the signs, you saw the, because when I'm seeing the ring around the ring. You saw, but you swept it under the rug. You shouldn't sweep nothing under the rug. If you see the imprint of somebody's wedding ring being removed, then yes, they was either married, or they in the process of separation, or they in a divorce. A real man that is in the process of a divorce or separated, they gonna say, I'm separated, I don't think this is gonna work out. Could we, we gonna communicate. We've been separated for a long period of time. I'm moving on, she moving on. Even if that person ain't moving on, but that person is moving on, that person is making that necessary step. Now you have to ask yourself, is this person gonna be trustworthy enough to, let go of his marriage to be with you? But then you got to ask yourself, is, if I'm doing all this in this man's marriage and being faithful to him, and he out here not being faithful to his wife, what makes you think he gonna be faithful to me? That's the questions you need to ask yourself, my darlings. That's the question you guys gotta ask yourself. And this is a channel message for Sasha, but this can resonate for anyone, because I've been picking up this a lot lately with people being, emotional about their love life, and not knowing which way to go, who they should be connected to, who what they need to be asked, and ask the right questions. If you have to get you a notebook and ask the questions, you ask them questions to the higher gods, and they will answer you through the nature, meaning the animals, the birds, because birds are a part of the animals. Anything, fishes, crickets, or butterflies, or any raccoons, anything. If you ask these questions to the higher gods, they will answer you in so many different ways, not just through humans, but also through messages, meaning songs, through, when you walking down the street and you ask the question, and out of nowhere a car appear, or you hear a honk of a horn or whatever, that's your confirmation that your answer got asked, answered, your question got answered, excuse me. But you also got to pay attention to the nature as well, because if you walk past a big ass tree, a big beautiful tree, that's apple tree that's behind me, and you ask the question, pay attention to how the leaves move. Pay attention to the wind too. You have to pay attention to everything when you asking the right questions. You have to ask the right questions. If you want that good relationship from someone, and you have to go within yourself and find out what you like, your dislikes, your likes, your your pet peeve, what tricks you, or trigger you, or what's what you fully want in a relationship. Okay, because there's a lot of people being bamboozled out of their present of their future, meaning their future king or their future queen. You don't want to get bamboozled by that. You definitely don't. You don't want to allow yourself to get manipulated, and you really truly don't, because you want to be with somebody that's gonna uplift you, motivate you, call you on your shit, but not be cruel, but be healthy with the criticism of building you up, not tearing you down, and not having you in this not being able to trust, because you have a hard time trusting people. But you have to start paying attention to your intuition too. Stop surrendering to the wrong people. Surrender to the higher gods, and surrender to yourself of knowing thyself, knowing who you are, paying attention to the signs, and stop worrying so much about your love life, because your love life is going to fall in place once you learn the lessons and stay encouraged or whatever. You have to stay encouraged. You have to, balance yourself and grow yourself and mature yourself enough so you can attract the right type of man in your life, or the right type of king, or right type of queen in your life. It's a double take of why I keep, it's a movie called Double Take. It's a message in that of reason why I repeated myself twice like that, of saying king and man when king is man. But if that man ain't a king, then he's not a king. If he's not mature, spiritually mature, meaning, you know, being faithful, being honest, uplifting, being trustworthy, cherishing you, appreciate you. And it goes vice versa for female too. It's not just the male, it's the female too. The female and the male have to be mature and grow spiritually and pray with each other, put God first, meaning the higher gods, meaning mother, father, son. You know, you have to put them first in your relationship or anything that you do, okay? And that goes with love too. If you have to love yourself fully, but you have to get that full love through the higher gods. They can love you way better than a random person that you just met and you not sure of, but you lusting. Because when I see that, I also see the lust card in the African deck, the African goddess deck. I see lust. You've been lusting after this person and you are in decision about, you know, which route to go. Should you stay or should you go? I'm literally hearing, should I stay or should I go? But you also are here, you also haven't been paying attention, because you also have a tendency to hear certain songs and you brush it under the rug. Them is your signs from your ancestors, is letting you know to wake up, baby. You know, the grass is not always greener on the other side, and you don't want to be on the wrong side of that grass of getting your heart broken, okay? So we're gonna see what's in your soul journey message of what things you need to be, you know, changing. And this is a channel message for Sasha, but it could resonate for anyone, okay? And I'm gonna turn the camera off of my beautiful face so you can see the cards, how they come out, okay, y'all? All right. I'm gonna have to get another deck. You was getting ready to get sticky. You was in a sticky situation is basically why the cards is coming out like this. You put yourself in a sticky situation that you need to get yourself in. You definitely, it's like you don't have guilt, but it's like the man has no guilt, but you have that guilt. He's not guilty about the decisions that he made, and this is why his, you know, freedom of, you know, he not gonna go have a easy road. His life is not gonna be easy because of the karma that he pushed out of, you know, having infidelity in his marriage. So you're not gonna be fully free with him because he's committed to someone else. And I see that your self-esteem is high, you know. It's just your confidence is what's, you know, bothering me. We're going to see. Because it's like you really haven't had good luck with love. And you haven't been sleeping really good at night either. Your peace has been disrupted. And that's okay. Now we're going to get that back. We're going to get your peace back. We're going to get your pride back. We're going to get your courage back. We're going to get you some enlightenment. We're going to get your motivation built up, your confidence built up, your self-worth built up in the process of this message. For anyone that needs to hear this, you know, the truth, not the sugar coater, but the truth, okay? And stop fearing, okay? Okay, the higher gods, aka Father, aka meaning Father, Son, and Mother, the higher gods, and also my good ancestors that's rocking and rolling with me, and also the good angels, and also her ancestors that asked my ancestors to relay this message to her. What messages of the soul journey do she need to know, and what other persons that I'm picking up on too that's going through, you know, this new change or wanting to change something about them to attract the best person that's compatible to them, that's going to match their energy, that's going to, you know, feed their soul with goodness and not feed their soul with negative energy, you know, negative love and all of that stuff. What messages do you guys have for them and also for Sasha? Ooh, that definitely flew. It flew. It flew. Courage. So your courage is in a negative. Okay, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So your confidence is not as up to par. So that means you have to go within and start loving on yourself. Self-love, self-care. You know, and it's like, you have to learn how to, find the courage within yourself and the worthiness. Like, because when I see the courage upside down, I see that, you don't know if you worthy of goodness or happiness. Yes, you are, because you felt like you already have failed previously in other relationships. So it's like you're trying to settle. Do not settle. Okay? Do not settle. All right? Do not, yes, because if you settle, then that means you don't love yourself. You have to surrender to yourself. Surrender to yourself and, surrender to yourself so you could be able to have that courage, and that courage can be, that confidence could be put back in the upright position, because now you're going through a lot of challenges, because of, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So you have to learn from your mistakes. Don't allow yourself to get bamboozled no more. Don't allow yourself to be reckless, because when I see courage, I also see reckless. You was being reckless with your time, your energy, your love with somebody that was not worthy of that. So you have to pay attention to people, places, and things that's no longer serving your highest good, whether they're a relationship, marriage, commitment, partnership. You have to pay attention to that, because I'm feeling like you've been through a lot of challenges in your life and you feel like you need to surrender to those challenges. No, you need to surrender to your worth. You have to surrender to your worth so you can be able to attract the right type of man in your life that's not going to hurt you, that's not going to manipulate you, that's not going to lie to you, that's not going to have your trust and your insecurities in the uproar, okay? Because when I see courage, I also see rage. Just like you have a little bit of rage with yourself, because you enraged that you allowed yourself to, get bamboozled or manipulated, and you feeling like, damn, I might as well surrender now, because I put myself in this predicament. Now how the hell I'm gonna get myself out of it? You can. It's a way that you can get yourself out of that. Because you feeling like you alone, and you feeling like, excuse me. All right, there we go. You also feeling like loneliness, that you feel like you're not going to have that happily ever after. You will. You have to, being in a committed relationship is not going to always be rainbows and sunshine. You're going to have to go through the, darkness with each other, flaws. You have to be able to love their flaws. They have to be able to love your flaws, So, you have to pay attention to people, places, and things, okay, that is not serving your highest good of, humor, because a lot of people, wasn't of service to you. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So when I see humor, I see health. So, of a healthy environment, a healthy service to yourself, of loving thyself, having confidence in yourself, because you're not doing yourself a good service by allowing these unhealthy challenges to come in your life when it comes to relationships, okay? So you have to laugh it off. You have to laugh in order to cry. Sometimes you have to cry and then laugh it off. Cry those tears and then laugh it off. Because when I see adversary, I also see laughter, laughing it off, meaning laughing at when you go through the pain that you go through your heartbreak, because when I also see humor, I see heartbreak. So you've been down that road of heartbreak. So in that challenge of that heartbreak, that means you need to be in isolation mode. That means you need to learn who you are and what you're willing to take. If you're not willing to take those on, that type of scenario of being the mistress, because when I also see service, I see mistress. If you're not capable of handling that, then that ain't the relationship you need to be in, because there is someone there for you, someone meant for you. You just got to allow yourself to love thyself, surrender to yourself of self-love, self-care, self-awareness, self-guidance, self-worthiness of your worth. You have to know your worth. Okay, I feel good when I can help others. So feel good about helping yourself. Okay, helping yourself get back out of the challenge, the unhealthy challenges, because when I see humor, I also see unhealthy challenges that's coming your way if you don't surrender to yourself and your confidence level of not allowing yourself to get bamboozled or be used. Because when I see service sideways, I also see you being used for your goodness. And you don't want that to happen. You don't want to be used, and then you end up finding someone that makes you happy, and then you gonna go through the same challenges because you put another female through that, even if you didn't know at first, and then you use your discernment, and then when you use your discernment to know that this person was not committed in his marriage, then that should have let you know, then I need to get up on out of this, because this is not healthy for me. This is not a healthy environment. I'm doing an unhealthy service to myself by involving myself in this reckless situation. You was being reckless, because when I see courage upside down, I also see that you was reckless with your decisions of making that decision to sweep things under the rug of, okay, he eventually leave his wife, he eventually come to me. No, if that man have not given you those divorce papers of showing you that he divorced, or a female or whatever, then that means that that man is not ready to give up his life with someone else. Okay, so don't feel like you failed, because you didn't. Okay, you didn't fail. None of y'all did not fail. Life is about failing, and when you fail, you learn how to take accountability for that failure, and acknowledge that failure, and not allow yourself to get bamboozled no more. You to open up your third eye, open up your crown chakra to know. And this also goes with your heart chakra. You are so invested with being loved, you have to learn how to invest in loving yourself first. Okay, anything else for these soul journey messages, my loves? Thank you. Grief. Okay, because it's giving you grief. You doing an unhealthy service to yourself by being with grief. That's why I was hearing that channel song. It's 4 a.m. and my lover's still not answering. Fiona Apple. Y'all got to excuse me. I'm a different type of vocalist. I can sing, but I'm not gonna let it bother me, because these is messages I need to get out. But I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So if you lost that person, or you lost yourself in this process, that means you need to let it go. Let go and let God, the higher gods, take care of everything, and your ancestors that's rocking and rolling with the higher gods and the good angels. You need to allow yourself to be, happy within yourself. In order to succeed at healthy challenges for yourself. Okay, all right, and be honest. You want to be around people that's being honest with you, because honest definitely came out negative. So you definitely don't want, you got grief with people not being honest with you, and that person definitely is not being honest with you at all. Okay? And envy, you have to stop being envy of yourself, meaning you self-sabotage. When I see the envy card, I see that you're sabotaging yourself out of, I am the same as everybody but with different challenges. So when I see the envy card come out here like that, I see that you are envious of yourself, of sabotaging yourself out of a sure thing, out of a good thing, out of an abundance thing when it comes to a new love that is going to be fulfilling. You want to be fulfilled all the way, not half-ass or half full, because you're not doing yourself a good service by allowing yourself to be surrendered to the wrong people, places, and things. Whether that is that, unhealthy relationship that you involved yourself in and not ask the questions that you needed to ask. You have to ask the nitty gritty, the to the fruit of questions that you wouldn't think that you will want to know. You want to know everything. So that's what, and don't blame yourself. Don't blame yourself with, discouragement of, blaming yourself for the decisions that you made. Learn from those decisions so you can grow spiritually and emotionally, and you can be able to grow spiritually and emotionally and physically with that person that is meant for you. Okay? Somebody is out there for you. You have to give yourself a chance to allow yourself to accept, that good love, that good growth, that maturity, that king that's gonna, be a warrior king. Because when I see growth, they basically is saying that it's someone they got for you, but you have to grow now too. You have to stop, settling for, less, and stop surrendering to less than what you're worth. Thank you, and that's my baby crow letting me know. So that's your ancestors definitely coming in to complete this message, to let you know that you have to love thyself first in order to be able to attract the king that they want you to be in a relationship with. Okay? And I'm gonna get some more messages with this, and then I'm gonna end this out. You guys got to excuse me for a minute. Got to excuse me, guys. I didn't take my cards out. All right. Let's see. We're gonna do this one. We're gonna do that one. We're gonna do this one, and I'm gonna do a little bit of tarot to go with it, and then I'm gonna end it. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. So we're gonna see, okay, what's in the cards for you and for anyone else that this message resonates with. Any more soul journey messages that they need to hear as well, my loves. Okay, yes, because you're gonna lose out on your abundance when you do that. That's reap what you sow. Because when I see the surrender card and the courage card upside down, I also see abundance being missed, meaning your abundance of, happiness, joy, peace, newfound relationship, and success. It won't be successful. So they basically saying that relationship that you surrender to, of that failed false relationship, of that marriage that you was involved in, you don't want to be a third party or whatever. It's a third party situation. So you need to get yourself successfully out of that, so you won't disrupt your abundance of your happily ever after, your happiness, you know, being able to dance with somebody that's special, because this is why the abundance card came out like it did, dance. So you want to be able to dance with somebody that is special, that loves you fully and is committed to only you, okay? Not committed to someone else, okay? So we're gonna see. Yes, because when I cut the deck, that King of Wands is not your King of Wands. That is a perpetrator. He perpetrating a fraud. He's not standing in his kingness. He is not giving you the equal give and take of balance. He's not giving you that. He's not offering you that. And you want to be able to be with somebody that's going to give you a even give and take, equal opportunities. Because when I see abundance, I see equal. You want to be a partner with someone that's your equal, that spiritually in tune, that prays with you, you know, prays for you, that, you know, that is only committed to you. Because when I see courage, I also see commitment. So you want a full commitment with not just a relationship with that a person that is meant for you, but that person is not meant for you. It's going to bring you a lot more grief than what you already receiving. You know, it's going to be more complicated for you, because when I see courage, I also see complications, complicated. You making it complicated. And it's another song that I'm translating to, is by Rihanna, Complicated. Listen to that song. It's a channel message in that song. Okay? Yeah, because yes, it's time for you to go in hermit mode, because that person was, you got somebody else that's gonna come in and be your everything, your sunshine, you know, that, and it's not gonna, if you allow yourself to stay, you know, humble, because when I also see growth and humor, I also see humble. So you have to humble yourself and not allow yourself to get, you know, bamboozled by what greatness and happiness that's coming your way. Okay? Sometimes you have to be alone in order to, you know thyself. Okay? To love thyself, in order to be able to attract the right type of person that you want to dance with, successfully dance with, meaning someone that will, you know, love you unconditionally, that's gonna wipe those tears from your eyes, that's gonna lift you up, or want to rub your head when you need your head rubbed, or rub your feet when your feet need rubbed, or be there for you. You are grieving because this person is not fully there for you. It's no way he gonna be able to be successfully for you if he got another relationship with somebody else, especially if he's in another marriage. Okay? Yes, because justice, you want justice to be in your favor, not the opposite of you receiving justice of, you know, karma, judgment. Okay? Okay. The higher gods, and my higher self also as well, and also the good ancestors and the good angels that represents me and the higher gods, and her ancestors that represents her and the higher gods as well. What tarot messages do she need to know, and what other messages that other people might resonate with this, what they need to know. Yes, don't be nobody's page of cups. Don't be nobody's fool. Don't let nobody put you in a fish in a barrel. Okay, because that person, that page of cup, you know, he's not for you. Okay, he's not for you. Okay, yes, he is the type of man that plays on good people. He's a smooth operator. He plays the victim a lot. He's the type of person that like to play like, you know, everything is going wrong for him, or everything's his life is miserable, or, you know, it's like he gets a kick out of, you know, manipulating women, or, you know, hurting women, or hurting his wife as well. And I feel like you don't want to be trapped in this type of environment, this type of, you know, scenario. Okay, you want somebody that is a full-blown king, somebody that's going, you know, that's mature or whatever in their spiritual journey and their financial gain and all of that stuff, and y'all work together. You're supposed to build the empire together. Okay, it's like you sitting here and you it's like you sit here and you, it's like you attracting the wrong type of dudes because of the way you're thinking. Okay, you have to stop doing that. Don't be in this page of cups. Don't be this person that is going to continue to attract unsuccessful relationships of the wrong person, because they saying you has a tendency to attract the wrong person because you let your heart, you leave your heart on your sleeve. So you definitely need to learn how to wrap that heart up a little bit more of you know, it's okay to, you know, be lovable, but make sure you ask them the right questions, because you don't want to be in this page of cups of being looking like a fish in a barrel. Because you see how that fish is in this cup. It's like you're not looking at the cup all the way full. You're looking at it halfway, because you're thinking, oh, because we are attracted to each other, I'm full. It's like you're very much attracted to this person. It's like he has a big pull over you, and you need to pull your power back, pull your energy back, pull your love back, because it's not going to be successful. It's not going to be healthy for you if you allow yourself to be manipulated by the wrong people. Okay, you know, you don't want to do that. Okay, thank you. Yes, you don't want to look like the fool. Okay, thank you, my loves. Thank you very much. Because I see you got a lot of love. You want that love, and they definitely saying we got a love that's coming, that's gonna come in for you. But you have to, you know, and that's the truth. You know, you have to have faith in yourself. This is my faith card, and this is also my truth card, one of my truth cards as well. So you have to pay attention to your ancestors is going to keep giving you these lessons if you don't start knowing your worth and loving thyself. Love yourself so you can stop attracting these page of cups, these people that is not going to fill your cup up fully. Okay? All right, the Go Full Tarot. So you want to be able to ask the right questions. You have to ask the right questions, the questions that you are desiring to know about someone. If they hard questions and they don't want to answer, that means there's your sign right there. Because in order to, you know, get to know somebody fully, you have to ask those tough questions. Is this person married? Is your marriage happy? What you see yourself doing in 2 years, 3 years? What type of relationship you want, or whatever. That's what you need to be asking. These is the questions they want you to start asking, those deep questions, and stop beating around the bush. Okay, and stop letting people beat you around the bush. Okay, Peter Cottontail is why I'm hearing that fable, Peter Cottontail. So it's a message in that Peter Rabbit Cottontails, where you let the wrong rabbits enter your place of happiness, your place of peace. Okay, and that's why your grief is being, you know, disrupted, or your abundance is being disrupted, of spiritual awareness, spiritual growth, spiritual of knowing, asking the right questions, and you pretty much are going to sabotage yourself out of that cup of love that your ancestors want to give y'all, want to send to y'all. But you have to know, you know, and ask the right questions that you need to ask, and be in strength, and make sure your strength is up to par. Okay, anything else out of the tarot they need to know, my loves? All right, that's it. Thank you. That's the last one. All right. Yes, because you don't want the same thing to happen to you. Okay, sometimes you have to walk alone in order to find that true happiness with yourself, to know your worth, to know that not everybody is meant to love you the proper way, and it is somebody that they're going to have come to you. But you have to go within and have faith in yourself, and faith that your ancestors is going to come in and provide the right king for you. Okay, because if you keep allowing, ooh, sorry, baby, you want to be the queen bee. You don't want to be a side piece, a side order. You don't want to just be the appetizer. You want to be the full enchilada, the full thing. Okay, you don't want to be sideswiping yourself or manipulating yourself out of a full abundance of love, of happiness. Because if you continue to go down that route, you're gonna wind up being empty and alone, because you banking on somebody that's not the person that's supposed to be filling your cup up. This person is not filling your cup up. It's giving you grief. It's going to cause you a lot of tower moments, because I also see the tower moment when I'm looking at this. I see the tower is going to come down on you if you don't start being aware of people, places, and things, your surroundings. Okay, you have to fill your cup back up now of loving on yourself. Fill your cups up now and get out of this page of cups, page of wands, of allowing yourself to be manipulated by, you know, because somebody may look cute or look fine. It's like you're lusting after the wrong cup, when you want somebody to fully lust after you, with unconditional love, unconditional support, unconditional everything. Okay, and build you up. You don't want somebody having you looking, you know, sad and in grief, and, you know, not unsure about yourself, indecisions about things, questioning your self-worth. You don't want to be in that boat. Okay, and I'm gonna end it with these the words of truth from my Tarot Diva deck. I love the way these look. I love the way they speak when it needs to be spoken. You know. Okay, we're gonna see what they want you to know. And these cards definitely wants to come out and speak to you in a certain way. You know, they definitely want to speak to you. All right. Okay. The higher gods, the good ancestors that's rocking and rolling with me, and also Sasha, I think it's Sasha. Thank you. The higher gods, the good ancestors that's rocking and rolling with me, and the higher gods, the good angels that's rocking and rolling with me, and the higher gods, my higher self. And also her ancestors that asked permission for me to give these messages. What words of truth do she need to know, and anyone else for this channel message for her? What do they need to know? just one out of there. Okay. All right. Guard it. I don't care what I accept in the past. I'm not accepting that shit now. So what I say, do not accept that bullshit now. Do not accept these page of cups, these page of wands, these people that are not going to fill your cup up with love, fill your cup up with success of truth, happiness, won't leave you out in the cold or make you feel lonely or make you feel insecure or have you questioning your self-worth or your, you know, queenness or kingness. You don't want to be involved with people that's putting you down, that's going to have you in grief, that's going to have you looking boo-boo the fool. You don't want to look like boo-boo the fool. It's basically what they saying. Don't be boo-boo the fool. Hey baby, you know, it's I'm literally picking up the little bear that was on Yogi Bear. Hey baby, hey Yogi Bear, where he was like, can I get a pic of your picnic basket? Boogle, I forgot the little bear's name. From the Yogi Bear, where he be like, can I get a pic from your picnic basket? You don't want to be letting people pick in your basket that ain't supposed to be in your basket. You know, make believe that this is your basket, this cup, and you want the right food in your cup, in your you know, on your palate. So your palate need to be filled with a lot of love, truth, and honesty, and successfulness with spiritual growth, spiritual awareness, you know, succeed with, you know, being mature and loving thyself and not having you out here, you know, chasing somebody that's not chasing you back. You see how this person is, you chasing this person, and this person is not looking back, not turning around, not even giving you the full attention that you need. Because I also see, when I see abundance, I also see attention. You're not getting the attention that you want from this person, and it's having you discombobulated. It's having you like, damn, questioning yourself. Yes, if it's questioning you, then that means you need to take a step and isolate. Because I also saw the Hermit card as well, so that means you need to isolate yourself from this person to reevaluate who you are and to love yourself first and be committed and have faith in yourself, because this is also my faith card as well. You have to have full faith in your ancestors that's rocking and rolling with you in the higher gods, and have faith in yourself, and have faith that to trust your intuition, trust your intuition, trust your gut, trust your discernment, trust thyself. If you don't trust thyself, how you expect for someone to love you in return if you don't love yourself? If you don't take accountability for, you know, your actions of, you know, being put in this situation, your ancestors want you to get out of this situation. Okay? And I'm gonna leave this note on, you know, my other diva deck. This is my R&B and rappers diva deck. We're gonna see what you need out of here. Okay, and then we're gonna leave it alone. Be passionate about yourself or whatever, and be with somebody that's gonna be passionate about you, that's gonna be your warrior, you know. Because when I see guarded, I also see this new person that they're gonna have in your life, but it's not coming in no time soon, because they need you to love thyself first. They want you to get out of you, they want you to purge, meaning purge out that self-doubt, that self, you know, of not being encouraged. They want you to purge all of that negative, so you can start attracting the right type of man in your life, or right type of queen in your life. Okay, so don't get bamboozled by these, you know, pretenders. Be a leader. Be a leader. Okay, be in your leadership role of loving thyself. Okay, loving who you are, and take back your power. Okay, take back your power. All right. what messages do she need to go within now? And for anyone else that's resonate with these messages, what other message do she need to know for her new growth of her higher self and being aware of people, places, and things? You know, that one is too fast. Slow it down, please. Oh, okay. Sorry. The higher gods, her ancestors that's rocking and rolling with me, and the higher gods and my ancestors, and the higher gods and the good angels, what messages of the Diva deck do she need to know for Sasha, and also anyone else that resonates with these messages? What Diva card do they need to know? And it could be for a male too. Okay, it does not matter. You could be in your feminine and energy as well. Okay. All right. Fluidity. So be influenced by positive-minded people. People that's going to flourish with you and love you fluently, and not have you looking, and respect, that's going to respect you and respect the relationship, respect the marriage. You have to show respect for yourself as well. And mood, okay? Get out of that mood. So they definitely want you to get out of that mood of self-doubt, self-sabotage. Don't self-sabotage yourself out of your new beginning of new love that will be coming in your life. But they want you to love thyself now, go in hermit mode, and learn who you are, respect yourself, and flow naturally with yourself, and love thyself, and put your guard up a little bit. Meaning, when I see guarded, I also see that you need to be putting a fence around your heart, but not a fence to where you can't see them push the right person in your life, but be able to look over that fence, okay, to see, okay, let me see what this person is about. Okay, let me ask the questions. Start writing down questions. If you're not sure, ask the questions. Ask them deep, dark questions that you need to know, okay, so you won't be getting your cup half filled, okay. And that's all they need you to know for those 3 cards, my loves. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, my loves. And I'm going to end it with a happy note of doing my positive thingy. And I'm going to see what other messages you guys need to know. 3. Let me put that back in and do it over. 3. Okay. Only 3. Daddy like, now make it full. In our world where you can be anything, be kind. So be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Enjoy yourself. Self-awareness, self-care, self-love. You can train your brain to do it. So train your brain to release anything that is gonna have you self-sabotaging yourself out of your happiness, your full-blown love for yourself, and that full cup of love that someone else is wanting to reach their hand out to give to you. You just got to pay attention to the signs. Be in the business of being awesome. Smile to life. So smile to your life. Sometimes life gives you lemons, you make lemonade out of it. Sometimes the ancestors will give you blessings, and they will give you lessons. So this was your lesson. This was your lesson of learning thyself, knowing thyself, self-worth, self-accountability, loving on yourself, so you could be asking those questions that you are concerned about, so you won't be in grief about certain things, and be sitting here like, damn, where my love at? Where my baby at? Where my, you know, my dude at? You know, is he with someone else? Yes, he's with his wife. That's why, you know, when you don't get a phone call or you don't get the response that you want, it's because he's with his wife and his children. Because when I see the son, when I seen that son card, I also seen that he has children too with that person. So you cannot allow yourself to, you know, get bamboozled. You have to respect yourself and be attracted. Make your energy aware of attracting out what you want, the type of man that you want. Somebody that's going to be fluently with you, that's not going to hurt you, that's not going to misplace your heart, not going to have you in grief, not going to have you in tears or whatever, that's not going to have you questioning and looking boo-boo to food or questioning yourself or walking away from, you know, you. You don't want to be in that same scenario where if you get married, somebody gonna be disrespectful in your marriage. So if you want the same type of full respect and commitment, you have to, you know, go within and make it be aware of that's what you want. Somebody that's faithful, somebody that's honest. Because when I see fluidity, I see faithful. You want somebody that's fluently faithful to you, that's only got eyes for you, that's only gonna jump to you, that's only gonna, you know, fill up your cup of love, fill up your abundance with each other, and commitment, full commitment to thyself and the higher gods and the ancestors. That's what type of commitment you want in your life now. Okay, my all color rainbow heart fairies, I'm gonna put the thingy back on me. Hi babies. But this was a channel message and it took over what it was supposed to, but it's okay. But it needed to be said, it needed to be done. But you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day, grand rising, grand evening, you know, different time zones. Okay, do not get bamboozled out of your cup of love, guys. Do not get bamboozled out of your cup of love no more. Do not allow anybody to have you grieving over them if they're not going to be grieving over you. If they're not going to be fully running with open arms to chase after you, then that ain't for you. You see how you chasing this person and this person is not looking back, is not chasing you, is not even, you know, giving you the amount of attention that you deserving of. That's the person that you need to get away from, so it could be turned around in your favor to where they chasing you. Okay, don't chase, attract. Stop attracting and chasing these low vibrational page of cups and page of wands of men and women. Not everybody is meant to give you that full-blown love. The full-blown love that you want to receive is from the ancestors that's rocking and rolling with you, the higher gods, meaning mother, father, son. They gonna give you that unconditional love that you're looking for. If you're feeling too lonely or you feeling like you've been alone too long, it's a reason. There's a reason why you be alone for a long period of time, or you feeling like, well, where's my cup of love? Where's all of that? It's coming. It's some things that they got to get out your way. It's some things that they got to get out your way, and they got to put in store in you strength, courage, faith, success of confidence. All of that stuff goes a long way with faith and believing and trust. They don't want you to be questioning and being in insecurity with a man that ain't gonna fill your cup up with love, unconditional love. They want to bring the right king or queen in your life that's gonna be fulfilling, that's not gonna have your faith or your believing or your values or your abundance crashing. You don't want that tower moment to happen, so stop allowing yourself to partake in tower after tower moments with this cup of love that ain't your cup of love. Okay, all right, my all color rainbow hot fairies, you guys have a wonderful day. I love you, and the higher gods love you as well, and the ancestors love you too. They want you to elevate and grow spiritually, and they also want you to grow by loving on yourself fully, and they also want you to love on them fully as well, so they can start bringing good things in your life, spreading good things in your life, whether it's business, relationships, partnerships, friendships, and loving on yourself. You have to love yourself. I love y'all. Peace.